and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Hut Entertainment Report podcast live. And today we have the voice of the culture. I'm talking about one of the hottest MCs in the city. You see this man from clubs to President Obama. I'm talking everybody. You know who we have in the building today? We have EMCEE EBONE, the voice of the culture, in the building today. What's going on, my brother?
Yeah, my brother. Pleasure to be here, especially the way how it happened. You know, Muscle, every time you make the call, I got you.
Yeah.
You've been pushing the culture, and I'm actually happy because you see why they're talking about consistency is key. Like, you see how you've been starting, and now it doesn't even affect what you're doing because this is what you've been doing.
It's crazy.
That's the beautiful thing about everything.
Crazy. Preparing for what you don't even know what you're preparing for.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So let me ask you directly, how is it affecting you right now, being on quarantine in this whole 14-day lockdown with this pandemic? How is it affecting you and your business and your personal life also?
Yeah, big up White Yardie, just joining the chat. White Yardie, the general, you know what I mean?
All right, big him up.
It's been crazy. Like, all my weddings for April, wedding season starts for me. That's when it starts for me. April is when it starts. So I got like 6 weddings canceled. And,
wow.
So that's money that's just like, that's money that, you know, it's big money. When it comes to weddings, that's what I really, that's what I go off of. I'm not used to being inside.
Yeah. I know you're somewhere always on the go.
Yeah, like in the beginning, sorry, remember I told you I did a little workout, so I'm a little hot.
Yeah.
Take off my sweater. I just keep the sweater on to kind of sweat a little bit. But in the beginning, I wasn't really like taking it serious. Like, I was just, you know, I was just like, yo, it can't really bother me. Like, I was here at this live, I was there, you know, just trying to make things go. But then I started watching the news, and like, my sister's in the health field, so like, she'll be like, yo, listen, it's not a joke, eh? Like, you can't play with this. All it takes is one little mistake. And then I started like reading the news. Like, I started doing my own research. I'm like, okay, you know what? I gotta chill, because one, I'm in the life, right? So like, if I'm on live or people are tagging me, it seems like I'm just naive. Like, I don't care what's going on in the world. So I had to really take it serious. So like, for the last 9 days, I've just literally been inside. Like, so you know,
that's crazy. Because the fact with it, again, as you said, you're always on the road. You're a road guy. And for you at first, again, as I said, we seen you places, we seen you in rooms with other people and all those stuff there. That was the beginning. But then after a while, haven't really seen you out like that.
Yeah, no, I told, like, man, every day someone's calling me to come chill. Like, even me, I have my radio show, TMV. And like, the only issue with me is because everybody, like my family, my friends know like where my studio is or like where my crib is. If I decide to do it, they'll just pull up. Yeah. And I'm just trying to show guys like, yo, listen, it's not one of those. We got to really take this serious. And like, you know, I could do my part by just chilling and not entertaining it. So that's what I'm doing.
And especially somebody like you, as you said, you're in the life, you're in the culture. Thank you, baby. You know what I mean? We just got up the light and all this. I told you guys, we weren't actually supposed to do a live today. Somebody like you that's in the culture, especially you're in your younger 20s. A lot of people in your demographics, they're not taking the whole situation serious, right?
Oh, almost 90% of them are. I've been like, it's sad. It's actually, yesterday I made a post on my Snapchat, and I was like, I recorded the whole interview from Doug Ford. And in my caption, I put, since everybody's on the road, let me just record this. And I'll tell you, about like 80 people, no cap. Like, my Snap goes crazy. So I get like 1,000, 2,000 views. About 80 people messaged me later at like 12 o'clock. Like, oh my God, I didn't watch this because I was on the road, and they're laughing. I'm like, yo, this thing's not a joke. Like, you guys think.
You know, it's wild. And hopefully, why do you think anybody in your demographic isn't really taking it serious?
Because we don't listen. Like, even me myself, like, we're just used to not listening, and we become adults before we were adults. So like, remember, at 16 you could get a job and you're free up to do your thing, make money. So like, to us it was like 16 is when we were adult. We didn't think we could listen to our parents or older brothers or sister. And now the problem is a lot of these people are making money. You can't tell somebody who's making money, who makes money on the road, to stay. It's just not going to happen.
It's not going to work. And what do you think it would really take to really get people to listen and buckle down and say, okay, you know what, this is serious?
The government is trying, Like the free $2,000 is kind of cool, but it's not enough. Like it's only there for 4 weeks, right? So it's like if the government were to really take in the fact that like there's some people who make some real money out here. Like you gotta just know that.
Yeah.
So you gotta make a way to literally be like, okay, we're gonna have a funding that's set aside for just literally everybody to stay inside. Because if the government was smart enough, they'll realize some people are just not gonna stay inside because they make too much money on the road.
Yeah. They're willing to take that risk to see. Hopefully it doesn't happen to me, but I got to make this paper on the road right now.
At the end of the day, to them, it's all that. I mean, I used to be there. My beginners is not as easy. You know, it came through trouble. I've been through the system. You know, it's like you couldn't tell me nothing. If I got to go make my money, I'm going to make my money.
Yeah. And you see, that's why I like talking to somebody like you, because we have an age difference, but we understand each other. You understand? We're in this exact same life, but we have an age difference. I've been in probably... Bro, I'm 45 right now, and I'm pretty sure you're probably 28, 25?
28.
28. So you see, I got what, 17 years on you. But again, our understanding and what we do, it's so good because we're in the exact same industry. You understand? You know what I mean? And the way how you see it. So right now, even with people that you see that's doing lives with a lot of people in the places, what would you tell them right now?
I mean, if you're going to do it regardless, just practice your social distancing. Like, even me, when I did my show, it was like, I tried my best, but then I just realized when people are around, it just can't happen.
Yeah.
So, like, you literally have to put tape on the floor, and you literally have to have the live. Like, you need to be, it's serious, man. It's people think I'm going crazy right now because I won't do lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, but it's because you get it. You don't want to, prevention is better than cure. You don't want to say, if I knew, if I listened, maybe I should next time. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're taking the preventative measure and say, here, what? No. I'd rather just pass me and leave me alone than me to get caught and say, I was the one who, if I knew better.
Exactly. And you said it best, man. Prevention is better than cure. Like, every day, somebody new, the numbers are getting crazy. Now it's getting more serious because people in the health field are getting it. You get what I mean? Like, so now it's like, like these are people who are risking their lives, and it's there. It's like bro, it's too much.
Yeah, no, it's wild.
No, continue.
Yeah, what kind of opportunities do you think is going to actually come out of all of this? Out of people being at home?
You remember the last recession we kind of had? Uber came out, like WhatsApp came out. So like even me, I've been working on some things that like are shocking me. So I'm putting together a little project. So I can only imagine if me with my like brain, I'm not the smartest person, but we all have brains. But like,
come on, hustle.
You know what I mean? If I'm putting 2 and 2 together, we're about to get some crazy. Like, people are now realizing that people don't like to cook. People are realizing right now that people don't like to like go out. Like, some people are just so paranoid to go get groceries. Some people just are picking up new traits. So it's about to be a crazy decade.
Yeah, it's gonna be, as long as you could see opportunity and know to get in where you could fit in, it's gonna get wild, real crazy. Yeah, because what I tell a lot of people, it's like a lot of people think the entire world is melting, which that's not true. Certain companies are going to dust, and certain companies are supernova right now. Certain industries are going to disappear when we get out of this, because we're not going to be the same. And certain companies that you've never heard of, certain things we've never heard of or done before, is going to be the new norm.
Yeah, man, it's gonna. My legend, Full God said 2 line, Vern Ma legend. Yes, you have to big up the. You know what I mean? You're a legend. my mom,
thank you. Maximum respect. You know what I mean? Been in the game a long time. You know what? The funny thing with it today is our 24-year anniversary.
Yo, people, let me get some hearts and some round of applause, man. Big up the 2 line, man.
Respect, my brother.
Give me some hearts in the side, man. 2 line is a legend, and he deserves all the love we can give him. So
24 years,
I'm happy when I was 4 years old. I was 4 years old.
Yeah, crazy. And it's something that, when you just love what you do, I love what I do. That's why we went from cassettes VHS, to CD, DVD, to digital, to marketing, to podcasting, to all this, because I love what I do to my heart and soul, bro.
Yeah, man. Keep bringing the hearts. Keep bringing the hearts. Man. Bring the hearts. Big up yourself.
You guys, I love you guys. You know what I mean? Big up you guys. And a lot of people I've worked with one-on-one. And I know, bro, I'm a person, I like to see people win. If you win, that means I have the possibility of winning also.
100%.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Because if I bad mind you, there's somebody doing the exact same thing behind me. But if I cheer for you, hopefully somebody's behind me doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. It's like now that I look back at the night, I've been in the game for 9 years. So I started 2011. Yeah. And when I look back, I'm like, just thank God I was the way I was. Like, I remember the first time meeting Trixx. Like, he won't remember this. I remember the first time meeting Trixx. This was downtown. He had a podcast at, there's the place downstairs, downtown that you could buy CDs and like vinyls. And what's that big store called?
Play the Record?
Play the Record.
Yeah.
He had like an interview, or like, it wasn't podcast them time, but he had an interview.
Okay.
And I went there, and he there was a big singer too, an East African singer. I don't remember her name because I was so stunned to meet Trixx. You see,
yeah, Trixx. Big up Trixx.
I took a picture with Trixx, and I remember showing that picture to X, because I was like, yo, at that time, Trixx was the biggest Ghanaian, and still is to this day. Like, when it comes to Ghanaians, Trixx just put us on the forefront to be cool. Like, before people thought Africans were cool, Trixx made us cool. Yeah. You get what I mean? So, like, I just remember being humble enough to, like, not care. I mean, like, bro, and he showed me nothing but love from day one. And, like, I look back and I'm like, yo, thank God, like, I kept the great relationships and all these things that I did. And, you know what I mean? Like, now that I'm here in quarantine, there's still work and money that I can do. I'm interviewing people, I'm mentoring people one-on-one. Like, and I'm like, wow. It's just because I've stayed solid enough to, like, be in the rooms, like you said, with Barack Obama. I did a big interview with and I was thinking about the other day myself. I'm like, wow, God, you're real, because that Barack Obama thing, like, if 2020 went the way it went in January, that's not happening for me.
Crazy. Before we get there, because we got to get into that too, you know. One question I got to ask you is, how long do you think we're actually going to be living this form of lifestyle that we're living right now, where we're actually locked down in our homes, could go outside, social distance? How long do you think this is going to go on for, if you were to take a guess?
Well, if people are continue to do what they're doing and what I'm seeing, like, people are actually getting tickets for this. Like, it's getting to a point where people are getting tickets, right? So I think we'll be here till, like, August, like, because they're talking about June 30th, July 1st. And the only reason why they're doing that is because Canada Day to them is huge. But they've already canceled Pride, which means Caravana. So Caravana right now is doing the meetings like, yo, wagwan, so, like, yeah, I'm thinking, see, people are saying the end of the year. I'm thinking August, September, because they still have to take into school. Like, school, to them is everything. Yeah. So they're locking it down by May 4th is, like, that's kind of like, it's not a joke.
Yeah, no, it's
and
not.
And May 4th doesn't mean it's opening May 5th.
No, no. But again, that's an assumption. You know what I mean? Yeah. And how do you think we're all going to be affected when this is done? Because in my head, I believe from the day they said, okay, lockdown, quarantine, from that day back, we could never go back to how it was. Our life is going to be different. Yeah,
it's going to, like, you see, like, even me and my brother Munz, I actually got to see him in Brooklyn. That we were in the airport the other day, just when this thing was started. Like, it wasn't as crazy as it was. And we were just happy we were getting out, because New York didn't get, like, right now, New York is, oh, my goodness. Like, bro, I can't even believe I was,
It's wild.
Bro.
You know what I mean? It's wild. And the funny thing with it, me and Wes, we were planning a quick trip to New York. We were supposed to be there about 2 weeks ago, right before everything got wicked. Wes and I said, okay, let's go out there and make a quick, but it's just things didn't work out, and thank God they didn't, and here we are right now.
Yeah, man, it's wild, bro. I mean, big up to Wes too. Wes is a big part of my career. Like, Wes, I owe a lot to. Wes doesn't even know. Yeah. I'm even sad because yeah, I know. Wes, like, he knows, but he doesn't even know how high of a degree it is. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Wes showed me that there's another side to emceeing and partying, which I never saw before.
Okay.
So that made, and that's when I started to research more on somebody who I already respected, which was Trixx. And then when you do when you see what Trixx has done to this culture, and, like, to be a worldwide, I'm talking about, you know what it takes to be international? That's not easy. That's not easy, bro. It comes with, and, like, I'm seeing with this fame and stuff, it comes with a lot of hatred, jealousy. People who you started with are going to turn on you. Like, everything just comes. Like, it's just, there's nothing you can do about it. So, like, still survive at the highest and still have great relationships. But people don't understand, it's about the relationships in this game. It's all relationships.
That's nothing more, you know.
Nothing matters than the relationship, you know. Big up to Super K too. Super K, one of the first guys to teach me how to actually hold. Before I used to hold a mic. I wish I could get my mic upstairs, but I used to hold the mic weird. And Super K brought me to the studio at Falstaff and said, "Yo, brother, this is how you use the mic. this is how you turn down on the turntables. Like, I never knew none of those things.
Okay.
Like, when I look back, I laugh sometimes. But you know me, I always like to give respect to everybody who's helped to pave the way. And, you know, big up. The comments are getting crazy right now. I can't even see everything, but big up to everybody.
We're going to get to there because you see the format of this show, how we run it, is we get through this. I have a segment called the Rapid Facts. I ask you like 10 or 12 questions, quick. You give me the answer. And after that, we actually take questions from the audience. That's why we do it live.
Okay,
you know what I mean? All right. So then you're talking about you didn't know about holding the mic. So let me ask you, when did you or how did you even get into the industry as an MC?
So 2009, I graduated high school. But when I graduated high school, I was like the man in high school. Like, I made a video. I made a big song called Bouncy Bouncy. And because we had two pastors' daughter in the song, it went viral on YouTube. We had to take it down. Like, it was bad. Like, my YouTube page, that video had like over in 2 days, 5,000 views. Like, we were about to go crazy.
Just at that and those times there too.
Them times, like, it was about to. I had to shut down like Pastor, bro. It was the biggest. Like, you know, we're saying that it was the biggest conspiracy. Like, oh my goodness. So we had Bouncy Bouncy. Then my brethren had a radio show called TNV, but they couldn't do it no more. So they're like, yo, Ebone, you know everybody. People would listen to you. Will you take the show? And like, this my life is like, sometimes they say no risk, no reward. I was like, okay. The show was all the way at Bayview and 401.
Yeah.
And I got banned from Apple Creek. This is so funny. Yo, you're serious. Like, it was serious.
Yeah.
So, I started a radio show called TNV, and them times Instagram wasn't even out. It was just Twitter.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was trending on Twitter every Thursday. TNV. I just started a radio show on YouTube, and I would play like 8 songs. 8 songs. I'll play back to back. So I'll play one. Then when it's done, I'll ask people to send your request in. So people, you know what I mean? People, bro, it was a big topic too. Like, you don't even understand, because my parents were so embarrassed for me. Like, it was like, they didn't want the pastors. Like, it was just like, your parents are these people, and this is what your son is doing, and this pastor has this daughter. Oh my goodness, it was just mayhem on earth. So I started TNV, and man, every Thursday, to a point where X-Bunny, before I knew X-Bunny, he was chasing me down around Toronto. I'll tell you, like, chasing me down to be the DJ of the show. Like, chasing me down.
Yeah.
And then he came through, and when the DJ came, it became a real thing. Like, like, you know, then boom, we just started. And then 2011, I guess, because Bunny already knew like Super K, and him knowing Super K knew White Boy and knew Steamy. And then, so me and XB were the opening guys. We used to open up for every party. My first party I did January 1st, 2011. That was an African party. Then the next one was White Boy's party.
Yeah.
So here we are, just jumping into the game. Like, this White Boy's been doing his party for a year, but now we're here, 2,000 people party, and you have these 2 little Africans that are sick. People are like, who are these guys?
Yeah. When you said, when it came to changing how we viewed Africans and stuff, I would say the 2 people that really did that was Trixx and you, when you were hanging out with Swagway and all those guys.
Yeah, because that was huge.
Yes, because you guys now, especially this is when On the Rocks and all this was hot those times. So then now you guys merge the 2 worlds of the Caribbean dancehall hip hop meets the African Afrobeats and all of that right here. And then now everybody's cool. There's no Caribbeans over here, Africans over here. It's everybody right here. You know what I mean? Did you understand what you were doing when you were merging everything together? Did you understand the ramification? Like,
no,
this is really what's happening.
Not at all. Because, like, you can't really when something's not hold on, I'm trying to fix this quick because I don't know why it's doing that, but whatever. Anyways, when you start to understand, like, when I look back from how Africans are viewed now and Africans back then, because we didn't have the music going crazy, you can't really see what can happen. Because everybody, let's just say this, reggae, dancehall, Jamaica, it's been a thing for decades. It's not something new. It's not something that just, like, you guys have been in from clashes. Like, it goes way back, right? So it's like, you couldn't view it. To me, it was more like, to be honest, it was just like, yo, Trixx is Ghanaian. Like, he's the coolest thing to me. Like, I just want to be like this guy. Like, I just want to, I want the world to know that I'm Ghanaian, but they're not looking at me being Ghanaian. They're looking at the fact that we're all African slowly. Because people, you know what I mean? Like, Trixx, have you ever seen Trixx live? Bro, he holds it down.
Yeah, 100%, 1000%.
Like,
you know what I mean?
It's a talent that is so rare. Like, it's and you know, I heard Trixx was an MC before this. I don't know how he like. You know what
I remember him as a DJ. That's what I remember Trixx as a DJ.
So you know, when you hear these things, it's like people like Trixx does not know how. Like me doing my research, and no one knows. I went to the 2009 Stylist Award. Like,
you were there.
I snuck into that.
Yeah.
Snuck into that.
Yeah.
2009. I left. I graduated high school. So that year I was free up. And then, like, remember, I'm paying attention to the man's, like, Ill Kid Ricochet. Like, I just, and to everybody out there, if you're in any industry, you have to pay attention to the greats or the people who were there before, or like, you know, because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't even know the Stylist event. So I thought the Stylist Awards was a free event. You just have to go. I go there, ask him about ticket. I'm like, ticket? He said, my name holds no weight. No weight. Yeah. So I just, one of the security guards opened the door to let one of the food people in, and the door just didn't close, and I just ran in, tried to find the seat, and then that's when I found out who Kid Cut was. That's who I found out who and I'm like, okay, I gotta do my, like, I literally wrote down, I had a little, you know, I wrote down, and I was like, okay, these people are who I have to,
okay.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know that, bro. I did it, and again, it goes to show, because when it comes to the Kid Cuts, the MC, the MC Crazy Chris, any of those MCs, you are the youngest right now, but you're popping. You know what I mean? Because you took it, as you said, you took it from club now to corporation to weddings to on stage with Barack and stuff like that. Tell us, what was the journey like to go from just doing the clubs to now over to where you are right now?
Well, beautiful. I love it because the money is obviously better on the corporate side than the wedding side, right? So, like, I'm loving it. Like, I know what I had to go through when I was at clubs, but it's just, it's different. It's different because, to me, I'm on Instagram, so I see what everybody's doing. Yeah. So it's like, I realized at a point in time, like, literally, I got locked up. I came out. When I came out, I realized, okay, like, clearly the reason why the reason why I got locked up is the fact that I wasn't making enough money because I was a club doing parties and stuff. So I realized, okay, this might not be the way. Yeah, I got to figure it out. And thank God the Migos at that time came up with The Culture. They came up with that album, and everybody at that time, nobody was taking it how impactful.
You know what? You're right, you know. You're right. Yeah. 2014,
2015, Culture 1 came out, and I was like, yo, this is the wave. Like, the voice of the party is not it. Like, now, the fact that Super K, you're locked up, but you know what's crazy? I used to be in Falstaff talking to Super K, telling him about what I'm doing, and he would always tell me like, "Yo, bro, you better be careful. You better be careful." You know?
Yeah.
So it's funny.
Super K is good people. Big up.
Like, what did we say at the beginning? My people, our age, we do not listen.
Yeah. Unruly.
We unruly. We don't listen. So at that time, I'm like, okay, I gotta fix this up because one, everybody's labeling me as this guy because I just went to jail, and it's like, I need something new that's going to make me pop. Yeah. And like I said, big shout out to West Hype, who showed me a different life. So like with Trixx traveling, he didn't understand. I was like, I'm looking at Trixx like, okay, if Trixx is traveling, how's he doing this? Like, okay, I got to do this. But like, I have conditions and stuff. So like, this is not going to be as easy as it is. So I literally, pray to God. And my parents are the best. I was on conditions, and they were coming to me with me to parties. Like, everybody knew my mom. You didn't see me at a party without my mom. She came. She came to Starlight, went dancing nice. All these parties, just because my conditions were I had to be with my parents. I'm on house arrest, or if I'm going anywhere, I have to be with my parents. So they came to my boat cruise. They came to like even we did not Shensia. What's that lady who won The Voice? Remember the big concert?
Oh, to San Chin.
To San Chin.
Yeah.
That's where Steamy met my mom. You know, like Super K probably met my mom before that, just because of where we were going. But like, that's where my mom realized like what I was doing. Yo, you know, this was real. Like, then I got a picture with Drake, and that's when my mom said, okay. Like, this is Drake 2014, 2015. Okay, I got to be with my son because I don't know what he's doing, but he's clearly up to something.
But clearly something's happening.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, man, shout out my mom all day, every day. Like, she has no, I can't wait. Tuesday, Corona's messing up the grind, but I got some things to deal with her. But, yeah, my mom held it down. Super K knows. My mom, everyone was like, yo, like, mom, you, like, and I'm talking about people be smoking at parties, people be dressed up, and my mom wasn't really feeling it. But, you know, I'll give her all the money I'll make. If I'll make a 150, 200, here, mom, take it. Just come so you can pay the bills.
I just need to be here to keep in the loop, to keep going. You know what I mean? It's not the money right now. I just need to keep going until I figure it out.
And that's when I started. Like, then, you know, I'll tell people I need bottles and stuff, and I'll just sell my bottles to make a little extra change, 100, 150, whatever I can make, just so that, you know what I mean? Just so I can have some money in my pocket to just run.
Yeah. You don't wrap the hustle. Yeah, so then the transition, I guess, came from being locked up, and you said, okay, party is cool, being locked up, I need to find something else. I've now found the voice of the culture. So where was your first opening, I guess, from party to corporate to meeting Obama? Because we need to hear how you got to this Obama situation.
Yeah, let me go grab my charger real quick. Can't let the phone down. Hold on.
Yeah,
you caught me mid workout. Yeah. It was like I was working out, but I have my two phones. So because I know people, hold on. People, I'm gonna start doing where I do my little gym thing. Hold on. Where's it like?
Don't worry, take your time. We're here.
Yeah, let me grab my charger because people them. Yeah, man. No, the story is crazy. And like you said, everything happens for a reason, right? And the fact that I knew I had to send you a voice note the minute I seen Two Line go live, I'm like, let me just come in quick so Two Line knows I'm not joking around.
Yeah, it's just, bro, things happen the way they're supposed to happen. As I said, you were supposed to send a voice note. You didn't send it. I was supposed to have a guest. She did it. She couldn't get to fulfill the commitment. So this is just the way it's supposed to work out. You weren't supposed to send a voice note. I wasn't supposed to get the guest.
Yup.
You know what I mean?
Let me just put this right here now that we're plugged in. All right, so we're plugged in. Oh, okay. This is crazy, Two Line. Okay, so Maximus, that's my brother. I went to elementary school with him.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know, from grade 1, I've been on the mic.
From grade 1?
Because I used to sing the national anthem every morning. Canada, I used to sing the national anthem and do the announcements.
Okay.
At Gosford. I forgot about that. That's crazy. I actually forgot about that. Like, sometimes I remember, but right now I forgot about that. And that's crazy that somebody who I went to grade 1 with is, you know, in the, like, you know, big up to yourself, brother.
Yeah.
You know, so the people who I went to elementary school, they're not shocked at all. Like, a lot of my teachers aren't even surprised at this. Like, I saw one of my teachers at Barack Obama, and she literally teared up and cried and said, because she passed me in business class, not because I did the work, just because how I would always, like, she couldn't get to the class when it came to, like, people doing assignments and stuff like that. So she'd just be like, Ebenezer, come here and let the class know what we're doing. And this is how I'll pass you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, oh, wow, more Gosford alumni. Big up to everyone who went to Gosford, you know, Jane and Finch area. That's where I grew up.
Finch, bro. Been out there for a long time, too. Yeah. So from the first corporate gig to Barack, how did you get there?
So Nike, so you see why, like, this is why Wes and Trixx don't understand. Like, Trixx used to move a certain way, and it's not like a certain way, but it was like his brand changed. His lingo changed. Like, what he was doing changed. He wasn't really about the parties. So, like, when I started to peep that, and I'm around Wes is doing all these comedian shows, and he has his own thing going on. Then I'm meeting Major Hype, Michael Blackson, and I'm starting to, like, I'm researching. I'm like, okay, these are the guys I want to be like, so I'm going to have to move like them. Then I got to link with T-Rex. Now, when I started seeing T-Rex, I'm like, okay, this is the guy, I'm just following his lead. Like, whatever he does, I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then Nike reached out to me, but it was because I had videos with Michael Blackson. Michael Blackson did a competition that when I came, I just started, and I did the African accent, and I went viral because of that. Yeah. So Nike just said, who's this little African kid who is with the celebrities? We don't know him. Yeah. So Nike, I got a DM one day from a Nike, like the Nike account, and they're like, we're going to get you in contact with Shane Sterling. And then Shane Sterling, that's where my life just went.
Yeah. Boom. That's crazy.
So I get with him in January. Yeah. Hear this. I get with him January, and I get my first book in February, and they pay me $5,000. Yo, I worked for an hour and a half. 30 minutes. $5,000.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And after that, I said, game over. Shane said, listen, if you're trying to do this, just listen.
Yeah.
And I just shut up and I listened. I said, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah. That's crazy right there. So I guess Shane Sterling is a booking agent, or exactly who is Shane?
Shane Sterling, no, to me, he's like my mentor, but he's like, he has an agency.
Mm-hmm.
So he has an agency. So Nike reaches out to him to book people to come up with a whole design of events. And he just does the talent searching.
Yeah.
So he just searches for talent. And like I said, when you are humble and you're down to listen to people and like, you know, and that's how I came up in the game. Like, even when I met everyone who's even in this live, like I didn't know nobody from anywhere. It was just Two Line. Every time we did parties, you would reach out to us. I would drive all the way to Malvern, do a video drop for you. You showed us so much love, it didn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you would help sell tickets all the time. Muscle could move 30 tickets like this. Sometimes the Scarborough people are calling Muscle like, yo, we're done. And we're like, that. We're stuck in the West. Yeah. And we're like, who's going to drive to the East? Not me, not me. And then, you know, would have to come through and drop you more tickets. So it's like those relationships that we build just taught me. And it's like, okay, Muscle moves the way he moves. He's very professional. He's good with everybody. Like, I met a lot of people just by coming to your own spot.
Of course. That's where you just meet everybody there. Sometimes you'd see this person, that person. Everybody would just meet there randomly all the time.
100%. 100%. So, like, you know, God works in mysterious ways. Because I'll tell you this, a little fast forward back. Shout out to like Super K, man, who, even though I went to jail when I came out, Super K right away wanted to link with me just to talk to me. Like, there's certain people that were like, nah, I'm not talk to him again. No. Yeah. Like, you know, Steamy was there. Blacks, these guys had my back. Even Super G's. I see Super G in the comments. Super G, these guys took their time to literally calm me down to be like, okay, we get it. Remember, we were telling you you're moving too fast. Super K used to tell me, yo, Bone, you're moving too quick. Like, the money was getting to my head. I'll do a party on the rocks, make 20 grand. Who could talk to me?
Can't.
Who can talk to me?
Nobody, bro. You know what I mean?
Like, you know what I mean? So I got to realize, and I was listening. Like, it's like I got to a point where I realized, okay, yeah, I got to listen because, like, it's going too crazy. Getting too crazy. So I took the time to literally listen and just fix up. Like, fix up. Like, we all get to a point sometimes in life where we got to realize, like, okay, maybe we are doing too much.
Yeah.
Maybe we do need to calm down. So, you know, like I said, big up to them for not leaving me out. And then 2014, so I come out. I beat my case 2015. I joined the Remix Project. And shout out to T-Rex, who gave me a nice referral. And I linked up with Drake. So I started hosting OVO Bounce. Now, when I start hosting OVO Bounce, remember, I just came out of jail. This is a year later. I'm with Drake. Like, Drake's taking videos and pictures with me, liking my pictures. People are seeing this. So now, everyone who dissed me or everybody who was scared is not running back. Like, yo, Ebone, me know you were down here. Yo, Ebone, I was here. And like, shout out to Super K again, because Super K told me, he's like, watch, brother, your time is not done. It's just getting started. Steeny took me one day and said, yo, brother, let me tell you something. If I was to tell you what all of us God-fearing people have been through in this life, you wouldn't even imagine. Your story is just the beginning.
You understand? You know what I mean? And especially being young, you don't see that, you know what, there's way more to this. When you're just about to go into your 20s or you're in your 20s, to you feel like, okay, I'm now an adult and this is where it starts and this is where it ends. But until you start to become 40, 50, and 60 and realize, hey, I knew nothing in my 20s, you don't realize that because you're still living in your 20s. You know what I mean?
So, you know, the Drake thing, like I said, everyone runs back. And boy, oh boy, like that's when I started to realize, like, because me, I was still naive. I thought everyone's supposed to come back. Like, I thought everybody had good intentions. Yeah. Oh no, you learned the hard way, bro. You learned the hard way. Yeah. You learned the hard way. So 2014 to 2017, remember 2014, 17, I'm still just doing parties. Yeah. I'm just doing parties. So it's just, I'm just trying to stack my paper. My lawyer fees alone was like 20, 30 grand just to beat my case. Because I knew at that time, I just need to get back in the States. Because like I said, I was watching Trixx. And Trixx was just in the States. Like, Trixx was so in the States. Sometimes I'm like, yo, bro. Like, I remember my mom begged me to take a deal, which would have allowed me not to go to the States ever. And like my mom, you know, church moms, when church moms tell you certain things, and my mom just told me, you know, she was literally like, yo, if there's a little truth in anything you did, don't take this to trial. So when she told me that with all the God fear, I'm like, Mom, stop. I don't want to hear this. Like, stop. Yeah. And then, you know what I mean? I took the gamble and we fought it and we beat the case and boom, got my passport the next day. Yeah. And I was out of here.
Yeah.
I was out of here. And like a lot, I'll put this gem out here too. A lot of us are in the industry. We don't even know that some of our family members, cousins, and family friends are connected in this industry. We'll be surprised. It happens to everybody. So I encourage everybody during this time, like, check in on your family. You don't know who some of our families are in high positions or in, we don't even know.
Yeah.
We don't even know.
You get it.
Like,
you know what I mean?
So then I called my cousins and I said, listen, I can come to the States. I don't even want, I'll pay for my flight to get to the States. You guys live downstairs at your house. I just need people to know I'm in the States.
Yeah. Yeah, you could move. You know what I mean? Just need people to know, listen, I know everything kind of messed up for a while, but I could move. From they see you're in the States, okay, you know what? Now we can start working again.
And then at that time, remember, I'm running around with Drake, so they're like, they have to kind of listen to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm with the dogs, them. I'm like, you know, it's getting serious now. Like, every artist that's coming, I'm with Major Hype. I'm with Michael Blackson. I'm with Trixx. I'm like, I'm running around with Charlie B. Charlie B is bringing me around all these artists. It's like, yo, it's serious. So like, then one promoter in Ohio just said, yo, who's this kid in New York all the time? I need to book him. Like, how much is it to pay you? I got $600 USD flight and hotel. I said, what? Yo!
Senan, come on, let's go.
So now this is 2017. So now, remember, I'm still doing stuff with Nike. So Nike sees that I'm getting flown out to do international stuff. So they say, nah, we can't let him go back to the party round. We're going to start reaching for him. So now it just became a tug of war for me. And boy, I'm just sitting back telling God, like, how, like, yo, wow. Like,
great.
Yo.
Great. God is great, bro.
I'm saying, God, yo, bro, this is like, if this is what I have to go through to get here, you know what? I'm by myself. I'm cool. I'm cool.
You get it. You get it.
You know what I mean? I'm cool, bro. Like, because it got to points where when I was running around parties with my mom, like, I had some promoters who would have to pay me and wouldn't pay me. And you know, my mom is with me. Yeah. Like, it's not even like you're not paying me. You understand that my mom is coming on road and I'm letting you know that, like, the money you're giving me is going to my mom. It's not going to anybody else.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to see me still coming, like, and mans just didn't care. And then I started to learn, like, yo, you know what? I don't want to do this party life. Like, this, I can't do it. Because people know, bro, I've been booking Super K since I first started, 2011. There's certain DJs that have been my DJs for life. Like, and, you know, even if I don't pay you the day, like, you never have to worry about Ebone. Like, ever. Like, I remember there's probably one time Super K, he did my party, and that's when Popcorn and them came to the party. So the next day, my phone was off. I had to deal with, like, Steamy, Super K. Because I just, the minute, like, we had Popcorn come to my party by surprise. We had Pressa come by surprise. Baca was hosted. So, you know, they brought those guys. So the party was so crazy, I just had to get away. I didn't get to talk to no DJs. I turned my phone off. Next day, boom, I make sure I came to where Super K. I meant to go meet with Super K. Here's your envelope. Steamy, here's your envelope. Because I don't play with those things. Because, you know, when you're doing the grind yourself, you understand that we all have bills and families to pay. And, like, it's not a joke, but some people take this stuff for granted, and, you know, now we don't have a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get it.
Again, last one before we get to the rapid facts. Did you actually meet Barack, or you just hosted the actual event?
I met him. Whole conversation, shook his hand. It was just where we met. You can't have no cameras and nothing.
Yeah.
So it was one of those, and I'll get to it. Before they had me as an MC, no one knows this though, but they picked me to MC on the Monday, and the event was on Thursday.
And the what?
So they picked me to MC on the Monday, and the event was on Thursday.
Okay.
So
wow. It was just 3-4 days.
It wasn't even supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So what's crazy, if I had asked them to meet Obama, like, get a picture, I could have, but I never asked, because at that time I didn't care. I was just like, yo, I'm doing Obama. All right, this is what life is about. This is what the voice of the culture is about. This is why I had to change my brand. Like, now people will understand why I move the way I move.
Yeah. Crazy.
So when we talk about that story, like, when we get into it, bro, it's another story. So, like, we can get to the questions first, and whatever, however you want to.
You know what? We're gonna save that full story for when you actually come to the studio, because right now we're just doing the lives, because this is the best way to communicate and make everybody think. Let's get into the thing here. Let's get into the rapid facts, because we have about 15 minutes before this thing cuts off. I want to get into the rapid facts and then get a couple questions from the audience, all right?
All right, cool.
So everybody, you guys listening, we're going to go through about 12 questions, and you guys put your questions down for Ebone below, and let's get it on and popping. So you ready, Ebone?
Yes, sir.
All right, okay. The first one here, when it comes to chicken wings, do you prefer drums or flats?
Drums.
Okay. Favorite color?
Blue.
All right. Favorite basketball player of all time?
Allen Iverson.
Okay. Would you prefer $1 million in cash or a credit score of 1,000?
Credit score 1,000.
Okay. All right. I see you. All right. What's the last book you read or listened to?
The 24. It's upstairs. I'm reading it right now as you speak. If you allow me to run upstairs, I could grab it.
Well, text it to me after. You're lucky. You're reading, so you're allowed to remember.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Okay. Your favorite movie of all times?
Coming to America.
Yeah, big movie. One word that describes you best?
One word that just describes me best. Culture.
Yeah. Voice of the culture, right?
Culture.
I hear you. Okay. One physical thing you cannot live without. This is a material thing that you can't live without.
The Holy Bible, man. It's real, bro. Right now, this thing has to walk.
Okay, you see it's right there. I got you. I hear you.
Holy Bible.
Good one. Good one. Good one. Okay. Your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is not being able to take care of my family the way I want to.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right. Your favorite era in music?
My favorite era in music had to be I guess the 2000 to 2010.
Okay.
That's my favorite era.
Yeah. A lot of dope music came out then. You know?
And like because 2000, like, it's not even all the music, it's just the fact that at that time I got to do my research and even learn about the greats before. So that era of music is where, like, and it wasn't crazy like how it is now, where it's just gotten wild. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just gotten out of control.
Okay. Favorite TV show of all times?
Favorite TV show? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's no.
All right. Two more. We're going to ask him two more questions. You guys get your questions ready, because after these two, we'll be taking your question live from the studio audience. All right.
Oh, big up Mr. Modern. He's all the way from UK. So we got UK in the building. That's my bro from UK. What's up, brother?
All right. Most underrated artist of all times.
Most underrated. So do I get to like just one artist?
Yeah, one artist. It doesn't matter the genre or whatever. One artist. Most underrated.
I have to say Meek Mill to me. Like Meek Mill, and the reason why I know, but like Meek Mill was my reason why I was grinding the way I was grinding. Yeah. And like what he's been able to do with Dream Chasers. Remember, quality control and all these things weren't around.
Yeah.
Like, he was like he was what made making your own crew with a label cool. People don't know that. Yeah. And then people started, okay, you know what? I can link with a label and still do my own thing. Yeah. Then the Rock Nations came out, and then they started doing that. So a lot of people don't know. You know what I mean?
It was Meek.
It was Meek, yeah. J. Cole, yeah, like J. You know, but Meek more to me. Like Meek Mill, like what he's been through. And remember, like I come through like coming out of people, phenomenal. People still don't put respect on Meek Mill's name. You know he has to go through, and he's done a lot. The man has, look what he's done for the jail system. Look what he's done for, and people still try to discredit what he's doing. Yeah. And that's why I mean, like, artists, because he's doing stuff for the culture and in the entertainment. Like, it's not easy. Yeah. So to me, coming from where I'm coming from and knowing that, once you get out of jail, like, it's like the world is against you still. Like, it's not easy. Like, he's able to be good with the Sixers owner. He's able to have his own Netflix show. And this is somebody who just last year became a free man. Yeah, just like after like I think 13 years or something. While on probation. While on probation, while like I know what that stuff is like, house arrest. Like that is not while grinding. Yeah, and then dealing with all the BS in the entertainment. Yeah. Can't work. You gotta. It's only prayers that keep us going, and the good people around us. So yeah. Yeah, you got a Meek Mill. All right, the last one here. The best advice you've ever received. The best advice I've ever received is not every like don't watch every dollar. Like not all good money is good money. You understand that. You get that. 100%. Yeah. So, you know, and obviously put God first. Like that's an automatic. Like putting God first in everything you do, that is the best advice. And then when it comes to like the industry, that's what I'll say. So yes, God, like that's automatic, you know what I mean? Yeah. So all right. So now we're at the end of the rapid facts. Now questions are coming in. I see some there. Could you see it too? You can see the question. Honestly, your thing is getting crazy. So I'm just seeing it's just wiping me in.
Yeah. So answer some of the questions. We got about 11 minutes before this live runs out.
All right, cool. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. All right, see one question right here. It says, "What keeps you motivated, Ebone?" My family. Like I said, if you're in the live, you've heard how my family has held my back through bad times, through good times. Like, you know, like my parents got to see Obama. Like, I literally, it's so crazy. My dad is such a hard worker. I told him, yo, I'm hosting Obama. I got tickets. He's like, yo, I can't miss work. Because I called him the night before.
Yeah.
So when I called him the night before, it was too late. Like, he has to go to work. I'm like, yo, Dad, I'll pay you whatever. Like, I'll give you whatever you need to come.
Yeah.
And then he came. And, like, you know, when I gave him the money, he was so happy. And that's when I realized how hard my parents work. Like, of course, my parents wants to meet Obama. But my dad has a mortgage to go take care of, and that's what matters to him.
Straight
so, like, that, to me, was like, damn. Like, so, you know what I mean? My parents, for sure. My family.
Family. Answer a couple more. There's some more. I see a lot more coming in right now.
Let's see. So that question, your most memorable party that has been a highlight today. That was when Popcorn and Pressa came as a special guest.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get, nobody knows this, and I'm gonna I want to work on this project with you. Like, so this is about me.
Ready.
Is manifesting. In 2017 September, I put in my notes that I want to pay Popcorn to host my birthday party. That was September.
Yeah.
Now I have my birthday party in November, and Popcorn comes to my party for free as a guest. Like, Muscle, you don't like, they were charging me at that time, I think it was like 45,000 if I wanted Popcorn. And when I heard the numbers, I said, okay, I'm not paying 45,000. And Popcorn ended up coming to the same party I wanted him to host, and I put it in my notes. Like, it's still in my notes. That's why I want to work on it with you. Like, the dates is there, so I can't make that up.
Yeah.
So, you know, and everyone told me at that time, and let me tell you, people, this is why in life you got to take care of people who take care of you. So before Baca blew up, I was running around the clubs playing his music. Like, me and Baca would FaceTime, text. Like, you know, he's like, yo, I'm doing the music thing. And certain DJs would, even though he was rocking with OVO, it still wasn't enough for people. Like, can you imagine? This guy is, like, can you imagine DJs are not smart enough to realize, like, this guy is running with Drake. Drake is shouting him on songs. You would think I would play his music. People still weren't doing it. So Baca would see me FaceTime a DJ or walk around with a USB. So one day I told Baca I'm having my party. He came out to the party. He brought out, like, the EXO guys, all the Weekends guys. And then he bought me a bottle. He got my ultimate respect. Like, he got my respect for life. So the next year, I said, I don't care if your song is the same song. You're hosting my party just for the strength. Everybody was like, yo, why you paying Baca? Are you crazy? Baca goes to all these parties for free. Baca is running around. I'm like, bro, you guys don't understand what he did for me. Like, you know, he made me cool. I did that party on a Sunday. And 1,000 people.
Yeah. Wow.
1,000 people on a Sunday, 27. That was like, I was nervous.
Yeah, of course. Come on, bro.
I paid Baca to host my party, and what comes with that? Pressa, who's never performed in Toronto other than Rebel, who, like, you know what I mean? Like, that show helped him get to the States as well, too. Like, they were able to show the States, like, he can perform in his own city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Popcorn came for free. Like, come on, guys. Like, that it doesn't get no better than that.
Yeah. Crazy. Take 2 more questions before we get out of here.
All right. Have you... okay, have you got a role model? If yes, who is your role model? We talked about it before, Shane Sterling. Like, Shane Sterling was, like I said, he has this his agency. And I like my role models to be people I can really talk to. And, like, if it was somebody who I can't talk to, it'd be Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
You get me? So if it's somebody who I can talk to, it's Shane Sterling. That's who I look to, because, like I said, he proved to me that, like, what I was doing, because he's who helped me come up with the voice of the culture. He's the one who made me change my name from EMCEE EBONE to MC with an E. Like, he's like, do you even know what an MC means?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, it gets real. Like, you know, so big up to Shane Sterling anywhere he is. You know what I mean? I love that guy to death. I'm even sad. I wish he could watch this, because, like, hopefully we save it. I'll send it to him.
Of course I'll save it, bro. I got it.
But yeah, like, he started the whole Vanguard movement and made me understand. When he started the Vanguard movement, he made me understand that in life, you need to always draw for the younger generation. Like,
1,000%.
The younger generation, because we're always going to get older. So if you draw for the younger generation, you teach them the ways, then if they go up, you go up. You know what I mean? Like,
Only makes sense, my brother.
I got a 16-year-old kid who I work with on the management side, certified Benji, who created the Six Buzz logo. I brought him to LA for his first time. He got to link with Tory Lanez, and now he's working with Murder Beats. This is a 16-year-old kid. This 16-year-old kid is at home right now making more money than me at home right now.
Crazy.
Like, he's loving this quarantine. Like, he is in heaven right now.
Yeah.
But you know what
quarantine
I mean? Like,
radio.
You know what I mean? So he quarantine radio. You know what I mean? And yeah, but big up to Tory Lanez and big up to Drake. Like, what they did yesterday for Canada. Like, do you see why people understand what they did for Canada alone?
Listen, that was 300,000 live people on a cell phone, bro. You heard what I told you? 300, and it was 2 Canadians. 300,000. Everybody was freaking out when I think the DJ's name was DJ D-Nice. When he did 100,000, everybody was in the room, Oprah, everybody, all the stars. But now, Tory and Drake, one live, 300,000. You're not beating that, bro. The 2 Canadians, big them up 1,000,000%.
Yeah, no, they and you know, everyone knows I work with Tory Lanez. He's like, he is, it's crazy though, because a lot of people don't know, in 2011, when I started, is when Tory started. And like, at them time, he was kind of formulating his camp. And like, them times, Imperial Inks did my first 2 tattoos. And Trini was telling me like, yo, Tory is about to blow. You better like stay close and be part of this team. But at that time, I just started. I didn't even know what a team was.
Yeah.
I'm coming from like a world where like we travel different cities to make money. I do that by myself with 2 guys. Right? There's no team.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand them. But like, thank God I put myself in a position where we were supposed to be in South Africa. I was supposed to be in South Africa for the first time with Tory Lanez. You know what I mean? Like, this quarantine thing is killing. It's getting crazy. But I was able to do the tour with him. We did LA. We did and Tory's so humble. People don't understand what he's been through. That's why he moved the way he's moved. That's the reason why. And like, to see where him and Drake had their little issue, and to see where they're coming from, and into a new decade. There's like, you know, the weekend was even in the live chiming in, and like, yesterday was all Canada to the world. Canada versus the world. 300,000 people watching Canada.
Bro, from a cell phone, not on TV, a cell phone. 2 men on their cell phones, bro. I don't think people really comprehend what just happened yesterday.
Bro,
Ebone, this live is going to end in like 2 minutes. What I need from you is leave them some contact info. Also, leave some words of inspiration before we get out of here.
All right, bet. I'm going to answer this last question because I actually like it. It's like, if I was to sit down and eat with 3 people, who would it be? Kevin Hart, Snoop Dogg, and it would have to be Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 people. And I mean, a lot of people don't know Snoop Dogg helped me a lot. Like, I did a party in 2015, and like I said, good energy, good vibes.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg came out. Them times the strip club thing was popping. Had my blunt, had my ones. And Snoop Dogg obviously vibed with me. I posted this picture, and he reposted it on his main page. And that also helped me. So Snoop Dogg, I need to know why he did that.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know why he did that. And then Barack Obama, obviously, because I didn't, even though I got to talk to him, it was a 2-minute conversation. I need to sit down with him for an hour.
Yeah. And
Kevin Hart to me is just a GOAT. So like, Kevin Hart, you know, that's who I wake up, I'm like, what's Kevin Hart doing? Like, you know, I'm in the gym now because Kevin Hart is like, he's at 40, he's in the gym, I gotta do it too. Like, F it. You feel me?
Yeah. So leave some contact info and some inspiration.
So contact info is very simple. Email is, I'll even type it, ebone@freedreams.ca. My website is up, but I just took it down because I'm gonna start it off with me doing the Barack Obama thing. So like, when you come into my website, it's me doing the introduction at Barack Obama. So in order for them to do it, they had to take off everything. So it'll be EMCEE EBONE.com. My Instagram is EMCEE EBONE. You know, I have the Voice of the Culture website. Big up Tyrone, DJ Tyrone too. What else? If I was to give everybody some advice, if you're in this entrepreneurship journey, never watch the money. Like, if you do it for the love, like how Muscle was saying, that he was doing it from the love, the money will come. The money will come. Be humble, be respectful, and always remember there's somebody there before you. Like, there's people who were doing what you were doing before you.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you can either, you know what I mean, you can either team up with them, you can either learn from them, or you can learn positive and you can learn negative. Like, everybody has a story. You know what I mean? And then the most beautiful thing, we all have our own story. Like, we all can be great.
You get that. What do you think we're doing here with a conversation? I'm not a DJ. You're not really DJ. We know how to speak, and there's a lot of stuff that you see. 98% of what you shared, 98% of people in this room have no clue. You know what I mean? And right now, I see it's counting down 29 seconds right now. They wanted me to extend the live, but nah, you got to wait till we get into the studio. Let me give you a quick outro, and get you out of here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast live, and we are out.
Peace.
Big up yourself.
Love, brother.
Oh, that was great. That was the greatest gift today. Thank you so very much.
God works in wonders.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.